Old man with the plan here. I think I finally found a use for these old poles. So stay tuned and see what I got. First thing I need to do is to chainsaw me some 3-foot pieces off each one of these two telephone poles. That's how long I'm going to make them, is 3 foot. You want to try to get as square cut as you can, and anytime you cut through poles, it's hard on chainsaw blades because of the signs or whatever else people have hung on them. You know, they hang on with staples. They hang on garage sale signs and everything else. So you try to eliminate or at least look to see if you see anything that's going to be in your way. As I was cutting through, you'll see I roll this over. And unfortunately, I didn't see it when I was cutting, but I went right through the copper ground line. Didn't seem to hurt the chain too much, so we'll go ahead and get ready to cut the next one. I really do think this project will help me out tremendously and also save a lot on my back. Except for what I'm using these for, they don't have to be exact. You see 3 foot is right here at this L. I have to go get a screwdriver or something to pop that L out. Well, I hate to admit it, but I messed up. I think I cut these too long by about 6 inches or so for my use. So I'm gonna have to cut about 6 inches off, which is okay. I'll straighten the bad end out and get a better cut there. So I'm gonna go 2.5 feet instead of 3 feet. Which puts me right there. And about 30 inches. Now look at 30 inches. 30 inches is right here. I see staple there and staple there. So I look good on the staples. Like I said, I don't want to ruin my chain too bad, even though this is hard on chains to begin with. At least I have it kind of, where I can keep it kind of straight here. There. As always, check my mark again. 30 inches is right there. And I'll need to try to get as straight as I can cut, which might be better. That way I have straight edges on each side. 6 inches doesn't seem like a lot, but I think when I'm using it for, it's going to make a big difference. Okay, I got a pretty nice and straight cut there. Happy with the cut. It wanted to roll on me a little bit. I had to put a little bit of a wedge in there. Now I got to get the other one over here.
flat cut again. It came out well. Surprise. Usually after a couple cuts on this kind of stuff, the chain starts going bad real quick. But this one wasn't too bad. I didn't hit anything but that copper line once.
I like this height a little better. I think that little 6 inches is going to make a big difference.
Always looking for scrap that I can use. This stuff here, I had just thrown underneath my shed because they were too small for anything. They'll work great for this. I'll just take the smallest piece and measure them all marks of that. I don't know how many I want to get out of this one. I need 4 pieces of each one. I need a little bit more. These won't make, hopefully these will make 2 each, but they won't. I have to go see if I can find some more scrap. And I did find another piece, and it'll work. I'll give me 2 pieces. That'll be 4 for each one. So let's go cut. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these. I'm gonna put a 45 on each end. You'll see why. They don't have to be exact. These 2 right here are close enough. I'll let them go. And as you see, the shortest one is about 29. That's what I'm going to make them. It's 29.
Now that I have 8 boards cut, I put the old telephone pole on a flat area that I could actually attach all 4 of these legs on. These legs are nothing more than stabilizers, so this thing does not fall on me while I'm using it. It took a couple of screws. I had to, fix my alignment. I wanted to make sure I screwed it not only against the telephone pole itself, but each one of the legs to each other too, and that way it's going to be good and sturdy.
The next problem is, obviously, I'm not going to be able to pick this up and carry it. Maybe could, but I'm not quite that strong anymore. I got to find a better way to lift it, and I think I have it.
All I'm going to do is use the tractor or put a strap on it. Just go through the loop and cinch it on there, cinch it up top. It's not going to give me a really good straight lift, but it'll work for now. Well, here we go again. Just the same as the first one. Put on a flat surface, screw it down, and then move it to kind of put it in place.
Got them leveled somewhat and put in the position I need them. I'm not going to put a level on top of them. I don't need them to be perfect. I just need them to be stable. These are kind of a safety item. They're going to be a safety item and back saver. I need to do a couple more things, and I need to cut some pieces about, I don't know, maybe go 13 inches. 13 inches long should do it. "13 inches long." And look at my scrap pile down here. I have some scraps from some of the pallets that stuff came in. I have
Whoops, almost fell there. I almost took a tumble. I guess if I learned to clean up after myself, these kind of things wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that'll work. Needing about 13. 3 of them will be 39. And this will do it. I guess we'll go down and cut these. Any homesteaders can probably guess what I'm going to be doing with these. But we want to see how well it works. Hang out. Baiting. Maybe I'll make that just on one end so I can work it in. That might work better. Use this one as a hinge and I can tighten it up if I need to. I think we'll try that. Okay, I'm going to say these are finished. The next thing will be to try them out. Hopefully this afternoon I got to go up and get some more stuff, but hopefully this afternoon I can get something down here to put on top of this and you can see exactly what I'm using this for. Hey, well now you're seeing what I use the telephone poles for. This sits on here, it's good and sturdy, it ain't moving. These are not moving. Now I can either skin the bark off or I can use my chainsaw mill, and it's about the right height so I don't have to bend down as much. That's not the easiest thing on an old guy's back, but I think this will work very well. Maybe some improvements to it. I could just make a like a half circle, make a thick 4x4 to set it on. Then I could screw it down. That might be better than these, but we'll see how this works. This timber I'm going to use inside the new building, and I want some live edge, so I want to make it unique. But this will work well. I'm really pleased with the way it came out. It's good and sturdy. It ain't going nowhere. I feel comfortable with it. I'm pleased with it. Like I said, the only improvement I could maybe make is I think I might do that, take like a 4x4 and bevel it out so this fits down to 4x4 instead of these. And then I can screw the 4x4. I might take some 4x4 pieces home. All this was scrap I found around the place. And the timber we cut down a couple weeks ago, I dragged it here. There will be a video on me cutting it down and dragging it here. And also making boards and what I want to make out of it. So please remember to check out the upcoming videos. It will show you what I do with this log and how I use it inside. So once again, it's the old man with a plan. Thanks for viewing. I really do appreciate your time. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. I appreciate you subscribing. If you have not, think about it. Go ahead and subscribe and help an old man out. And remember, it's free, doesn't cost a thing. And then you can be notified when the next videos come up on what I do with this. So this is the old man with a plan. Thanks again for viewing. See you later.